All right, so now we're going to go ahead and talk about the play bubble screen out of the singleback trips. Now, this is hands down one of my favorite setup plays in the game. And I label it as a setup play because what it does is it basically counteracts what the opponent wants to do in order to stop the halfback zone weak. As I mentioned with the halfback power over video, as soon as we see our opponent base align, and we expect that they're blitzing to the left, even if they're not blitzing to the left, but especially if they're blitzing to the left to stop the halfback zone weak, we can just simply quick hike, throw this bullet pass lead down into the sideline to the bubble screen, and we're going to be able to pick up potentially huge gains just because we're countering what our opponent's trying to do on defense. Now, there are two different things that I wanted to talk about with the bubble screen. So first off, if you see base align, you can and you see that their user is in the middle of the field, hike the ball, dump it out there. The second thing I want to talk about with the bubble screen is if your opponent does not base align. So if your opponent does not base align, you can't simply just hike and throw it. It will get picked off. I mean, as you see, back-to-back clips against non-base align defense, it's extremely difficult to get that in there. But there is a counter, and the counter to a non-base align defense is to simply line shift to the left. You're going to line shift, and what it's going to do is it's going to force our corner, specifically our slot corner, the slot receiver, to block the guy in front of him. So now what that's going to do is that's going to force our opponent's hand. So now they're not going to be safe by simply just not base aligning. Now, they can still stop this. This isn't a for sure home run hitting play. It's more so of a nuisance because it will completely counter what our opponent wants to do on defense.